Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Huskies and the Memphis Egyptians. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always,
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! On the double. Right there in the middle. 55. Come this way. Come this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And to give this time to the tailback.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ready to break. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, here we go. Oh, get it. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
We play to win.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run on 1st down. Muller, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready? 50, plant. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch up, switch up.
2nd and 3. He's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 3 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sheets. And that is incomplete here. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Sheets. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Go set. 60 outlaw. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Ready.
Off play action. Sheets. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw. Sheets. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On third down, Mueller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Mueller. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 10-2 stop. I got you, pop.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Logo. 58 right there. All day. All day. 58, boys. 58. 58.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake. Sheets. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Come on, set.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sheets. Throw left side complete. That's George. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. Sheets into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. It's Mueller. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Boom! Yeah, baby! Set, ready? 10 logo.
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Later in the afternoon, of course, we'll be watching that game down in Estadio Azteca, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up, as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Sheets. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sheets. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Ready. Come. Crunch time, defense. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that, because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Sheets. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Sheets. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Sheets.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Mueller only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Mueller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready to break. Fight. 50's to mine. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mueller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Ready?
From the gun, Sheets. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 4th down, Sheets. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mueller, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd and 2, Sheets firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Ready! Hut! 60 yards! But 58's the money! 58! Ready!
Throwing on 1st down. Sheets. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Off play action. Sheets under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
It's our field.
They'll try and run with their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go, here we go. It's a 10 logo. Tighten up. Pull it together. 5.
On 1st down, Moeller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Mueller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 9.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Toronto, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.